Hey everybody, we are looking again at the Krista Computers custom build. This is probably one of the dirtier cases I've opened up recently. This one again has a Core i5 650, so an early i5. Looks like we've got 2 channels of RAM full here. Let's take a look and see what we've got. It is matching. So we've got DDR3, 2 gigs each, so 4 gigs of DDR3, so relatively modern memory. And this is an Intel board, DH55TC. I'm not actually familiar with these boards. This is a proprietary Intel board. Usually I see aftermarket type stuff like an Asus or Gigabyte or something. But interestingly enough, shoved in the case here, we had several bits of software. So we've got the actual board disk. We've got the Nero Essentials, Nero 8 for the LG multi-burner, and a complete copy of Windows 7 Pro, which is actually really exciting because now I can install that on fresh disks for other towers. And I'm not sure the size of the hard drive in here. It looks like it's a Seagate 250 gigs, so a decent size hard drive. Really nice heatsink. I love these plastic press-in style heat sinks. They're really easy to get on and off. I'm not going to throw any thermal paste because I'm just going to test this for boot, but if we decide that this is a good board, this might be one that we clean up and actually strip the case out and make this really nice, because this has a lot of potential. So kind of excited. Let's find out. Will it boot? All right, so we've got it hooked up. We're just going VGA, although this one does have HDMI and DVI, and it looks like somebody left their little wireless mouse port in there, but that's all right. We'll flip her on, and let's hit the power button. And I really like the power button on this case. Very cool blue LED. Let's just see if we get a boot. Things are kicking on. It's always a good sign. Well, no beep codes. We've got fans. Which could be a couple of different things, but my first inclination is maybe we've got some memory that needs to be reseated, or potentially the processor. It is pretty dirty in there. There's a possibility it's a bad power supply, but let's go ahead and pull some things, reseat them, and see if we get display. Okay, so we've reseated the processor and both sticks of memory and cleaned out some dust, so hopefully that will be enough to get a boot. You see fans powering on. Hey, here's some hard drive noises. Again, no beep codes. I don't see an internal beep speaker, but I don't know that necessarily that's our issue either. Switch from digital to analog just to see. Sometimes that becomes an issue. All right. Well, there is also the possibility of the CMOS battery, so let's swap that out and see if that changes anything. Okay, we've swapped the CMOS battery with a shiny new one. Let's give it another shot. Again, I hear hard drive sounds. Fans have fired up. All right, so power supply, memory. Seems like one of those two is probably the issue. The processor actually looked like it was in pretty good shape, but let's try and swap out the memory and just see if we throw some other sticks of DDR3 in there, if that makes any difference. Okay, dropped a couple of 2 gig sticks in, so we've matched the amount of memory. Now these aren't matching sticks per se, but they should work just fine. So we plug, and of course, as usual, we pray. Let's see if we get a boot. Ah, the old intermittent power issue. Interesting. That's a little different. Right. Try again. Sometimes it could be a stuck switch, but that may also indicate a memory issue. Let's just try again. That's interesting. Okay, well, maybe we've got another bad stick of memory. Let's reduce it down to 2 gig, just a single stick. See if we can rule out which one's good, which one's bad. Okay, we've reduced it down to a single stick in the 0 slot. All right, there we go. We got a post beep. And now we're booting. Yep. CMOS battery failure. Okay. Enter to continue. Well, I'm not going to worry about the decrease in memory. Let's just see if we have a good boot. And it'll reset here. Post beep. That's good. We are starting Windows. All right. We got a log on screen, and we are in Windows 7 Pro. Let's see. L. Hinrichs at Fed Co-op. It's got a password, but maybe we can get on just as a basic user. And let's just try and log in through guest. Oh, I see. We're on a domain. Lisa-PC, huh? All right, let's try it. Helps if you type all of the letters. All right, well, we just have to crack into this one, so let's do it on Windows 7. Okay, so we're going to try and get into startup repair here. Unfortunately, it did shut down abruptly, so I'm wondering if we're running the risk of overheating this i5. So I may have to throw a little compound on there. We're going to go ahead and just try again and just hope for the best. Yep. Shut down again. In the interest of not scorching this processor, we're going to just cut it off here. You guys have seen me backdoor into these systems before. Windows 7 doesn't differ from any of the other Windows systems that you can do the setHC backdoor method into. For more info on that, you can check out my other videos, especially the latest where I went in through command prompt to do it. Thanks again for watching. If you aren't already a subscriber and you enjoyed this content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and do me a favor, tap that like button and drop me a comment as well. Have a great rest of your day.